So, for this meeting, we will be discussing recording, documenting the crime scene, and crime scene sketch. So, dito muna tayo sa documenting the crime scene. So, documentation efforts at the crime scene begin the moment that an officer gets a call and continue until the case is closed. So, when you get the call na, sir, meron po nagsaksakan dito sa barangay namin. 'Di ba? Ang una mong kukunin na detail ay kung anong oras tumawag sa'yo, kung ano pangalan nung tumawag, kung anong oras binaba yung tawag, kung anong oras kayo umalis mula dun sa police station, kung anong oras kayo dumating sa crime scene at anong oras kayo umalis sa crime scene, then anong oras kayo ulit nakabalik sa police station. Kaya nga sabi, the documentation effort starts the moment an officer gets a call. So actually, wala ka pa sa crime scene no'n, nasa police station ka pa. But the documentation of the crime scene already started upon receiving the call. Okay. And then, matatapos lang ang pagdo-document mo kapag case closed na. And hindi yon nako-close in one day. Okay? Matagal bago ma-close ang isang case. So this is often the most time-consuming but also the most important step in crime scene investigation. It is the purpose of crime scene investigation to record and preserve the location and relationship of discovered evidence as well as the condition of the crime scene as it was when the documenter was observing it. So, hindi lang ang purpose ng pagdo-document ng crime scene is merely to get records. Hindi lang yon. Is plainly to document. Hindi lang yon. You are also preserving the location of the crime scene, the location of the pieces of evidence inside the crime scene, and the relationship of the discovered evidence as well. Kasi, hindi naman forever na nakaganon ang na mananatili ang crime scene. Siyempre, 'di ba, kung may patay doon sa bahay na kung saan nangyari yung krimen, hindi naman habang buhay nandun lang yung bangkay, 'di ba? Siyempre ibuburol yun. Kukunin yung bangkay, 'di ba? At saka siyempre kung may dugo-dugo doon, then of course you have to clean up the blood. So hindi siya forever. And malamang nalinis niyo na yung crime scene dito sa Pilipinas ha. Malamang nalinis niyo na yung crime scene pero hindi pa nagsimula yung trial. So, how do you preserve it, 'di ba? Kasi hindi mo naman puwedeng, ipakita, hindi mo naman puwedeng i-describe lang kung ano yung nakita mo sa crime scene. You have to show proof na kung ano yung sinasabi mo, kung ano yung tine-testify mo is actually true. So you have to present pictures, you have to present documents to support your claims. You have to, present such documentation para ma kumbaga mas maging mabigat yung mga sinasabi mo when you testify in court. Okay. So there are four primary methods of documentation that are involved in CSI or crime scene investigation. So reports and note-taking and sometimes audio recording yung na-discuss natin last week. And then photographs is also one of the main methods on how you document a crime scene. Then videography. You also take videos as in imagine niyo na lang na nagva-vlog kayo and then you walk through the crime scene. So kung pagpasok mo sala yon, kuha naman ng video yung buong sala. Then kung ang sunod kung ang after ay ano 'to, kusina, then take videos of the kitchen. Then basta sunod-sunod. Ayun. And lastly is crime scene sketching and crime scene mapping. So those are the four primary methods of documentation in crime scene investigation. The end purpose of documentation should be the successful notation, pagno-note ng lahat ng observations made within the scene of the crime, which will ensure the individual engaged in the documentation efforts will best be able to recall the events in the future. Kasi katulad nga ng nabanggit natin kanina, hindi naman agaran na bukas trial na. Hindi naman gano'n. Malamang mangyayari ito after a few months bago mag-start ang trial, di ba? So, sa dami ng kaso na hinahawakan ng isang pulis, ng isang crime scene investigator, there is a great chance na makalimutan niya yung ibang detalye. And in order for him to be able to recall kung ano ba yung nangyari dito sa isang specific crime scene na ito, then he has to have pictures, videos, documents, notes. Ano pa yung isa? Sketches. Okay. Importantly, this information may also be presented in court. Ayun, magagamit nga rin siya sa korte. Kaya, mahalaga na nagdo-document ka ng crime scene. So, there are several methods to record a crime scene. It may be through sketches, computer drafts, and photography. Okay, so, sketches, well, literal na nag-sketch ka, nagdo-drawing ka. Yung computer drafts naman, sometimes gumagawa ng mga crime scene reconstruction, then ginagawan nila ng 3D or 2D animation, depende. Ganun. And then, of course, photography. Okay, dito na tayo sa sketch. Crime scene sketch. So, crime scene sketch is a permanent record of the size and distance relationship of the crime scene and the physical evidence within it. Sa photographs kasi, uh, oo, makikita mo yung actual na kulay ng mga gamit sa crime scene. Makikita mo ng malinaw yung mga nasa crime scene. Mare-record mo lahat ng nasa crime scene. But it will not tell the size of the things inside the crime scene and the distance between different things inside the crime scene or the distance between different pieces of evidence in the crime scene. Okay, gets niyo ba? Yun. Hindi mo yun mahahanap yung sukat ng isang bagay at yung distance nga ng isang bagay sa isa pang bagay kapag pictures lang. Kaya kailangan mo ng crime scene sketch kasi diyan maglalagay ka ng mga measurement. Magsusukat ka rin kasi sa crime scene eh. For example, ito yung bangkay, ito ang kutsilyo. So, i-measure mo sila gaano kalayo yung bangkay mula doon sa kutsilyo. Yun. Kung picture kasi, hindi mo masasabi yun kung gaano siya kalayo or gaano kalapit. We have what we call distortion. When you zoom, kunyari, ito yung object. Kung ito ang camera mo, mas malapit, magmumukhang malaki kasi naka-zoom in siya. Pero kung ang camera mo ay nasa may ceiling, yung camera, magmumukhang maliit yung object. Pero hindi naman nabago yung sukat niya. So, depende kasi yan sa angle ng photography. Anyway, tinuturo naman yan doon sa Criminalistics 1 ninyo. And then, the sketch serves to clarify the special information present within the photographs and video documentation because the other methods do not allow the viewer to easily gauge distances and dimensions. Katulad nga ng nabanggit dyan, ang pictures, ang photographs, at ang videos, they cannot easily gauge, they cannot allow the viewer to gauge kung gaano kalayo ang isang ebidensya sa isa pang ebidensya. Okay, a sketch is the most simplistic manner in which to present crime scene layout and measurements. Often, photographer or camera positions may be noted within a sketch also. It is the simplest and most effective way of sharing actual measurements and identifying significant items of evidence or those locations in the scene. Importance ng crime scene sketch. It accurately portrays the physical facts. Physical facts pertains to the distance, yung actual measurement. Okay, layo ng isang ebidensya sa isa pang ebidensya, layo ng isang ebidensya sa pader ng bahay, kung indoor crime scene yan. Yun, those are physical facts. And then it relates to the sequence of events at the scene because it would somehow tell kung saan ba nagsimula yung krimen. And then, it establishes the precise location and relationship of objects and evidence at the scene. Kasi nga, ilalagay mo doon yung mga sukat. It helps to create a mental picture of the scene for those not present. Dahil hindi naman lahat ng pagiging parte ng kaso ay pupunta doon sa crime scene. For example, hindi naman lahat ng prosecutor pupunta doon. Baka nga yung mismo mong abogado, kung ikaw yung akusado, ay hindi rin naman pupunta sa crime scene. Si judge, pwede siyang pumunta sa crime scene, pero bibihira eh. Bibihira yung mga ganong pagkakataon. Okay? And then, a crime scene sketch is also considered a permanent record of the crime scene, katulad ng photographs na permanent record din. It is usually admissible in court. It assists in interviewing and interrogating. It assists in preparing the written investigative report. It assists in presenting the case in court. Well-prepared sketches and drawings help judges, juries, although dito sa bansa natin wala naman tayong jury, witnesses, and others to visualize the crime scene. Because katulad ng sinabi natin kanina, hindi naman lahat ng tao na involved doon sa case mo ay pupunta sa crime scene. So you have to have crime scene sketch, photographs in order for them to visualize para makita nila yung crime scene. Okay? You have to sketch all serious crimes and accident scenes after photographs have been taken and before anything is moved. Di ba, rule yan? You cannot touch anything inside the crime scene unless it has been photographed. It has been properly documented. Then, bago ka rin magkolekta ng ebidensya, bago ka mag-bag ng evidence, kailangan nagawa na muna itong crime scene sketch. Kasi nga, sa sketch, involve ang pagsusukat. Kung nagalaw-galaw mo yun sa pagsusukat mo, then it would be a problem. Kaya dapat picture muna, then sketch, then collection. Huli ang collection of evidence. And then sketch the entire scene, the objects, and the evidence. Okay, there are two general types of sketch. We have rough sketch and we have final or finished sketch. So from the terms itself, yan na yun. Pag sinabi nating rough sketch, rough lang siya, hindi siya ganun ka-finished. I mean, hindi siya ganun ka-polished. Pero tapos siya ha. It is made outrightly at the crime scene. So habang ikaw ay nasa crime scene, gumagawa ka na ng crime scene sketch. Katulad niyang nandyan sa picture, di ba, hindi siya pantay. Pero, ayan, kita niyo tong mga numbers. Yan yung mga measurements. At sabi pa nga dyan, it is usually imperfectly drawn with a pencil. Hindi siya perfect. Measurements, evidence, physical barriers, and details are all noted in the sketch. Proportions are ignored. It is used as basis for the final sketch. Kaya nga, friends, hanap tayo. Sabi dito, proportions are ignored. Eto, yung tao, hindi naman siguro ganyan lang talaga kaliit, di ba? Yung tao, eto, kita nyo ba? Malaki pa yung sopa sa kanya, malaki pa yung upuan sa kanya, yung lamp, malaki pa yung lamp kesa sa ulo niya. Kaya out of proportion siya, di ba? So, okay lang yan sa mga rough sketch kasi nga, ginagawa lang yan sa crime scene mismo. Okay. It is developed while on scene, typically during the crime scene assessment or preliminary scene evaluation phase, to assist with the development of a strategic plan for processing. So the sketch is not done to scale. Ibig sabihin, hindi sakto yung mga yung measurement ba doon sa drawing, hindi siya sakto. Pero yung ilalagay mong actual na measurement, kunyari, di ba may mga arrow? Ito, actual yan. Ito. Ano ba 'to? 5'1", 5 feet 1 inch. Accurate 'yan, pero dito, ito ang tinutukoy na hindi accurate yung mismong sukat, yung mismong pagkaka-drawing. Okay? It can be drawn with any implement. Pwede kang gumamit ng crayon, pero siguro naman, 'di ba, hindi ka nagagamit ng crayon, crime scene investigator ka. Lapis. Chalk, hindi rin siguro kasi sa papel ka magdo-drawing eh. Crayon, chalk, pencil, pen, etc. So siguro malamang-lamang it's either pencil or ball pen, pero ang pinakamainam siguro na gamitin ninyo is pencil. And is very rough artistically. Therefore, hindi siya drawn artistically. Hindi siya drawn sa ng maayos. As work progresses at the crime scene, the sketch will include not only the crude crime scene layout, but also will be used to record measurements of items and structures and distances between items. Okay. Lastly is the final sketch. Since dalawa lang naman sila. Rough sketch and final sketch. It is made either manual or with an aid of a computer. It has more detailed figures and defined lines and icons. So, pwede pa rin namang manual na gawin to, pero kailangan maayos na yung pagkakadrawing mo. Kung ayaw mo naman mag-manual, kung wala ka talagang talent sa pagdodrawing, sa pagsi-sketch, then you can use a computer. Ayan. O yung tao malaki na. Same crime scene lang 'to sa kanina 'no. O yan, mas malaki na yung, ulo niya kaysa dito sa lampara. And then, it has more detailed figures and defined lines and icons. Maayos na kasi siya. Scale and proportion are strictly observed. So, yung sukat talagang sinusundan na diyan. Hindi katulad sa rough sketch. Then this serves as the visual presentation of the crime scene in court. So, ito yung ipapakita mo sa korte. This is a finished rendition of the rough sketch. They are usually prepared for courtroom presentation and often will not show all measurements and distances originally recorded on the rough sketch. Kasi malamang nung ikaw ay gumagawa ng rough sketch, may mga measurements ka doon na sinama pero hindi naman pala talaga kailangan. O di bale nang sumobra, wag lang kumulang kasi hindi ka na makakabalik sa crime scene eh. Hindi na maibabalik yung pwesto ng mga ebidensya. Only significant items and structures are typically present within a final sketch. Then, a final sketch is produced in either ink or on a computer in a manner that is not able to be modified. The sketch should be clutter-free and should accurately depict all pertinent items of evidence, typically through the use of an accompanying legend. So, when you create a sketch, gumagawa ka ng mga legend. Okay, there should be a notation following the scale or measurement table stating all measurements are approximate para hindi i-expect nung nagbabasa, nung tumitingin ng crime scene sketch mo, na saktong-sakto siya. Kaya nga sabi dyan, kailangan ilagay mo, as in, note mo doon sa sketch mo, all measurements are approximate. Okay? So this will ensure that the sketch's author does not get into a credibility argument in court that a measurement is documented as the listed measurement, but could in fact be greater or lesser or less due to rounding errors or other factors. So kumbaga para hindi ka lang tamaan sa korte kapag ikaw ay nagte-testify na gamit yung sketch mo, i-note mo lang, ilagay mo lang talaga, all measurements are approximate. So how do you convert rough sketch to final sketch? Gumagamit ng CAD, Computer Aided Design. It is used to change from rough sketch to final sketch. Okay.